Fox News host Sean Hannity mostly backed off his attacks on Alabama GOP senatorial candidate Roy Moore Wednesday evening, pointedly ignoring the story for almost the entire duration of his program. In his show's closing minutes, Hannity did address the matter, ultimately washing his hands of the issue, saying the choice belonged to Alabama voters. "I lived in Alabama. I enjoyed my time in Alabama. I know these people. They're smart. They're great Americans. God, family, faith, country," he said. "I am very confident that, when everything comes out, they will make the best decision for their state." Also read Sean Hannity casually claims that he and his panelists are being surveilled illegally. That's a significant reversal from the fire and fury of Tuesday night's program, when Hannity railed against Moore and said his answers to questions during a radio interview last week were insufficient and that he needed further explanation within 24 hours. If Moore failed to deliver, Hannity called on him to leave the race. Those calls were not repeated Thursday. Rather, Hannity said it was important for voters to hear all sides. "The people of Alabama need to know the truth, and they got to have all the facts that they need, and that means that the Alabama voters can make an educated, informed, inclusive decision for their state when they go to the polls," he said. "We have told you everyone's point of view. The accusers continue to have an open invitation to come on this show." In the words of Politico's Jason Schwartz, Hannity is like the dad who counts to 3 and then does nothing. Jason Schwartz at Jason Schwartz, November 16, 2017. Megyn Kelly calls Trump out on women. Trump famously feuded former anchor Kelly after she asked him a tough question at a Republican primary debate about derogatory statements he's made about women. Trump took it personally, judging by his response on Twitter and in interviews. He later famously said Kelly must have had blood coming out of her wherever regarding the question. Watch the debate question here. Kelly to Trump. Facts matter. Trump kept hammering at Kelly on Twitter and elsewhere. When he called her out for not using the IBT poll when he was leading the Republican primary field, Kelly rebuked him with a tweet showing she did use the poll. "Facts matter," she wrote. Fox mocks Trump with statement on debate skipping poll after polled his Twitter followers to see if he should drop out of a Fox-hosted Republican primary debate. Fox responded already with a sarcastic statement that it had learned from secret sources Trump might be treated unfairly as president by foreign leaders. Bill O'Reilly calls out Trump's tweet with totally wrong stats. The O'Reilly Factor grilled Trump in a November 2015 interview about his tweet that erroneously said black people killed whites at a rate of 81%, while whites kill blacks at a rate of 15%. O'Reilly told Trump, "You should anti-tweet." Trump did not take that advice. Chris Wallace bucks Trump calling media enemy of the public. After his press conference in January 2017, Trump continued his attack on media he doesn't like on Twitter. Anchor Chris Wallace wasn't having it on Fox Friends. Wallace said Trump's comments crossed an important line and said they were dangerous. Wallace says the media is too easy on Trump. In an interview with The Rep, Wallace said he thinks Sunday political shows in particular should be tougher on Trump. "I think if anything, the media has treated him too well. By that I mean they've allowed him to play by different rules." Read the interview. O'Reilly tells Trump Putin is a killer. In a February interview, O'Reilly brought up Trump's apparent refusal to criticize Vladimir Putin, calling the Russian president a killer. Trump famously responded by saying, "What, you think our country is so innocent?" Watch it here. Smith wails on Trump's refusal to talk about Russia. Nobody on Fox hits Trump harder than Shep Smith. "We have a right to know. You call us fake newses and put us down like children for asking questions on behalf of the American people." Watch it here. Neil Cavuto tells Trump he's problem, not main media. Responding to Trump's tweet claiming the main media wants him off social media, Cavuto called out Trump for losing track of his own agenda. "Mr. President, it is not the fake news media that's your problem, it's you," Cavuto said. Watch it here. YouTube. Smith blasts Trump administration on Russia. Lie after lie after lie. Shep Smith was at it again following the news breaking about Donald Trump Jr.'s meeting with a Kremlin-linked lawyer. He took the Trump administration to task for its many lies about meetings with Russia, including Jared Kushner failing to report the meeting on his security clearance forms. "My grandmother used to say, 'What a tangled web we weave when first we try to deceive,'" Smith declared on air, leaving fellow anchor Chris Wallace speechless. Watch it here. YouTube.